Here. That's better, right?
That's better. Tell us a little bit about that product.
So this is a product that is derived from equine amniotic fluid. These are pre-screened mares. What we do is we go in when the mare is giving birth, we collect that amniotic fluid and then we process it in a number of different proprietary ways to treat everything from external wounds, internal wounds, orthopedic, post-surgical type things, bones, ligaments, joints, elbows, tendons, soft tissue, those types of things. And so what we're doing is we're putting in place an acellular or a stem cell type product that is signaled by the inflammation. And so what that does, the body, in this case this raccoon, the body has a tendency to want to heal itself, and so when you bring in this product, what it does is it signals the other components of the body to get to that site where the inflammation is happening, to expedite the healing process with the right sorts of building blocks that you need. There's sort of an analogy of when a tornado hits a town and all of the buildings are destroyed, everyone jumps on site and they're bringing bricks and wood and just whatever's around to try and rebuild it. That not necessarily is going to give you a strong, sturdy building at the end. So what you really need is you need the right building blocks, and that's what this does, because at that point stem cells, they haven't really decided what they want to become, and so what this does is attracts all of the right building blocks so it grows back quicker and stronger with the right building material. So that's what we're doing with this here.
I think the product's amazing, and I think one thing that's important to mention is about that it's cruelty free, that no animals are harmed when.
Well, that's the whole thing. The collection
right.
process, the mare, the foal, no one's injured. We're just collecting this miracle of life, if you will, that would otherwise be, would remain on the ground.
Right.
So we're collecting the miracle of life, and we're using it to help the prolonged and what would it be, full and plentiful lives of these animals.
Well, we thank you. We're so glad you're here. We'll turn here to Dr. Holland.
Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to do a 12, 6, 9, and basically go around the site and put it sub-Q. And the concept behind this is that it will help us, I'll turn it over. It'll help us collect the fluid that we need. I've got a 27 gauge needle. I'm wondering if it's too thick. No? Let's do it. There you go. And the stem cell, it's basically acellular, and it's just the amniotic fluid that we mixed up with saline, and then we're going to pull this up and basically get about a cc of the natural materials to get where we want to go. Okay? Now what we're going to do is save that. And I'm going to get a 20 gauge needle because I think it'll help us go through it a little bit better. And you just open it up. And what we do is we keep a sterile needle and we inject very gingerly, sub-Q, underneath the area here. And we put a little here. And we put a little under here. We're watching out for the vessels. Not have a problem with the vessels either. And then the last one will be put sub-Q over here. Now this is the side that we got to watch out for a little bit because the vessels run down the arm a little bit more down this side. So we'll put some more over here. Part of the reason we did that is that this area is still open up here, and that's why we put some more fluid in there. Now we got a little bit more, so we're going to use every bit of it we can. We put a little bit across the wound too to help us protect it. And that's your stem cells, acellular material.
I have a question for the two of you.
Sure.
That might come up. So I know this product is used in horses and in dogs and now in a raccoon. Could you explain to me a little bit how the equine amniotic fluid is translational into other species?
Well, so it's mammalian, right? And so essentially what you have is you've got, so what does the amniotic fluid do? It protects the mare from going in there and attacking it, right? And because it's a foreign body that's growing inside this mare, so this amniotic fluid protects it. It has all of the, just the natural growth factors and, proteins and things of that nature to help protect that foal. And so it's not something that, once it is put into another animal, it's, it's not going to be rejected. It can't be rejected because it's not the, a specific, what would you,
So many fetal-derived tissues, and the amnio is no different, is what's called immunoprotected.
Immunoprotected, yeah.
And so in this case, we're using the other animals to kind of help us with this animal. A lot of our vaccines and things like that are made from other sources of sera as well. And the reason being is that it kind of helps you. This leg is healing very, very well, and I want to thank the Kentucky Wildlife Center because they're doing a fantastic job with it.
Well, we are very grateful to have Dr. Rob Holland and Barkley Porter here with us today and helping us fulfill our mission that every life matters, and this raccoon's one lucky creature.
She sure is, huh?